Hi everyone, Emily Letran here, your certified high performance coach, and today I want to talk to you about how you can keep a client for 20 years. You probably are wondering, okay, that's a little too long, but yes, I do have clients, or actually patients, who have been with me for 20 years, and this is through 3 different office locations that I move around, growing from about 1,000 square foot office with 3 operatories to now a 1,700 square foot office with 7 operatories. Yes, we are kind of tight, but we want to use all the little spaces in our office. But how do I keep a patient or client for 20 years? Well, obviously the answer is great customer service, right? You want to treat your client, we'll just call it your client, as like family. You take care of their needs. They come in, you surprise them. You remind them of special times. It's a great thing to use something like Facebook to post special videos, remind them of memories. They come in, we talk about their kids when the kids were younger. We make little notes in the chart to remember the special things about the patient. But really, if you come into work or you see a patient or a client and you always think about treating them like family, I think you can never go wrong. Yes, sometimes you can go wrong with family, but that's a totally different Facebook Live event. But for this one, you want to think of your client as family and you treat them as such. So I'm so excited. I have just sent out my blast email to the patients in both of my offices because we are doing our annual movie night. Every year I rent our whole movie theater. I send out a blast email inviting my patients there. When they get there, they get, and then we send out our homemade movie tickets to their house so they know that they confirm for a seat. When they come in, they get a voucher to get a drink and popcorn to go into the movie. And depending on what the movie is, we which is me and my staff, we will dress up accordingly. This year, we are dressed up as pirates. It's going to be exciting because we're watching Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, right? So that should be an exciting thing to do. It's so much fun to see the patients coming in every year. When I stand there in front of them in the theater and looking out, I recognize so many faces. One year I joke around that I think I've given every one of you in the theater a shot, right? Which was kind of funny to most people, but it just kind of tell you how connected you are to your client. If you see them and you recognize and you remember the memories of them throughout the year, and then also annually I would have a patient appreciation event. And you can do that with a client appreciation event where you invite your VIPs, the ones who have invested more than others in their health over the year, and you invite them there and you have a special dinner, or you could be a lunch. And we've done that at Dave and Buster's and Bowling Alley and Mexican buffet and karaoke, different places because I'm easily bored. But we do that, and we invite those special patients to come and just to spend the evening with us. And there's no propaganda, there's no offer there. People just show up to have dinner and to hang out. That's it, that's all we do. But what happened is the patients or the clients will walk away remembering you as being different. So what are you doing right now in your business to keep a patient or a client for 20 years? Think of the different ways that you could do to surprise people. Maybe on Valentine's Day, maybe people come in and you give them flowers. For us, we have goodies, we have cookies, we have cupcakes. So when the patients come in on Valentine's Day, they get to enjoy a little bit of sweet, just for fun. Yes, it's a dentist's office. Yes, it's for job security. No, it's because I like cookies and cupcakes. So I figured my patients will like them too, and I offer them that. They certainly can say no. That's totally up to them, right? So think of the different ways that you can do to surprise a client. different ways that you can do to commemorate an anniversary of the client being with you. This year we're actually going to be celebrating 20 year having my very first office. One office would be 20 years, the other one would be 13 years, and we're going to have a big party. We're going to invite people from 20 years ago who are still around as patient of the office, and we're going to be giving them special gifts. Could be a little jewelry. Last for our 15th year, I remember giving out those special Swarovski pens, the crystal pens that all look very, very nice, and we just give everyone a little gift to celebrate that they've been with the office for so long. And it doesn't matter where you are. You could be just starting your business. Think of those different ways to make yourself memorable, so that when somebody have come in contact with you, when they walk away, they remember you. For me, a lot of people remember me as being short. That's okay. That's just one of my characteristics. The majority of the people remember me as being funny, sarcastically funny, which is perfectly fine too, because that's my authentic self. But overall, they remember me as somebody who is very much to the point, down to earth, practical, tell it like it is. And so when they come into my office, they have that expectation. I have so many patients who over the years maybe go and check out another dentist in town, and then they come right back and they said, I like you better because you tell it like it is. And or they would go to somebody else and then come back and say, can you check and see what he or she said, if that is correct, if you agree with that. And that just speaks volume about the trust that I have created with my patient. And it's not and the nice thing is that's something that nobody can take it away from you, right? The way you treat someone, the way you create an experience for them. Hi, Carrie. All of that make you unique, make you different, make you special, and it just make you you. Because I'm not doing any of this to impress people. I'm doing this because I like to have fun. I like movie. I like my patients, and I just want to hang out with them. And so I encourage you every day, going through your day, think of how you could surprise somebody. Think of how you could create memorable experience. Think of how you can make their day, really. So it could be for us, it could be an ordinary day just like any other day, but for a patient or a client who walk into the office or our environment just for one time, for 30 minutes, for an hour, it's a whole different experience for them. And because we're in the environment all the time, sometimes we take it for granted and we don't remember the people come in for that one-time experience. So again, as you're building your business, whether you just started or you've been around for a very long time, think of those things. Think of the things that you can do to make it special for people, celebrate people. If they've been coming to you for so long, you need to celebrate them. Even if they're just coming in and just maybe do the small purchase. For me, maybe they just come in and just do, a checkup. I shared this story quite a few times. If you've heard me speak, you probably heard the story. I have a patient, she was in her 70s, and this was several years ago. Every 6 months she would come in for a checkup. So she doesn't really spend a lot of money in the office. She'd come in, do a checkup. She probably has an HMO, which doesn't really matter. It just means that she's not, she is not somebody that have invested a lot of money. Because sometimes we tend to remember the one that, give us a lot of money. But what I do remember about her is every time she come in, she dressed really nice. She's fully made up. She looks beautiful. And she would always tell us, oh yeah, this is my trip out of the house, to go to the dentist. And I remember one year she come in and I said, I had just got one of those digital camera where you can, then I would take out the disc and I go and I develop it in my little printer in the office. So I had just bought that and I say, I told her, let me take a picture of her. So I asked her to sit in the waiting room. So she sat out there, and right before I could take the picture, she said, wait. And she moved over to sit next to a poster. And on the poster is an Invisalign poster for, for invisible braces. And there's a beautiful lady on there who sit like this. It's one of those model pose. And so the patient, she sit right next to that poster, and she did the same pose. And it was very cute. I took the picture, and I told her, I'm going to send it to you. Right? So she left. And after that, I don't know if she has come back in, because I have two or three practices at one point, and I'm not in the office all the time. So she could have come back, and I didn't see her. But one day I get this phone call. And the staff say, somebody's on the phone who want to talk to you regarding his mom. So I got on the phone, and the gentleman said, hi, my name is so-and-so, and my mom is so-and-so. And he's talking about that lady. And I said, well, what can I do for you? And he said, I'm calling to let you know my mom passed away. And I said, I'm really sorry. Is there anything I can do for you? And he said, no, I just want to call and tell you that, so you know she passed away. And the other reason I'm calling you is because we were going over her stuff after she passed away, and she had this box that say that it's her favorite things. And she has a list on there, and on the list it says Dr. Emily. And I didn't know that I mean that much to her. Over the years, she comes in, we take care of her just like family. And then the very last time I saw her, I just took a picture and I sent it to her. And I don't think it's that last action that made a difference. It was how I've been treating her over the years, and my staff as a team have been treating her over the years, regardless of how much money she spent with us. And that was a very, very big lesson for me, because sometimes we don't realize the impact that we make on the people around us. Sometimes we don't realize how much we take other people's lives, and we go through the motion, and we don't look back to celebrate those special moments of life. And so I encourage you, while you're going on there, planning your business, planning your day, to always think of those precious little moments. Those are the moments that make life special, and those are the moments that make it worthwhile to be involved in a certain profession, serving people, whether you're a dentist or you're a coach or you're a chiropractor, whatever your profession is. But take this moment, celebrate your profession, celebrate your client, and reach out and touch somebody's heart. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I hope I gave you a couple of ideas there on how to celebrate people who are involved in your business, and go out there, crush it, and create memorable experience. See you later.